Oi oi, G-Dog here, and I thought today I would have a little look and show you my clubs, my fittings, my skills, and my thoughts on maybe what you might want to be looking for as well when you build your golfer. But yeah, we've gone with rhythm this time. Now, if you caught my little imager thread on my first build, I went with greensman. We switched away from that and we're actually focusing on getting our swing path higher. I think swing path is the most important thing in this game right now. And I think I maybe overthought how important putt path and putt weight is, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. Other positives with this build is I start off with a much lower power number. Now, it's not massively lower than greensman, it's only 4 off. But it's like massively lower than Powerhouse, Sculptor, and Woodsman. It's actually the lowest power build. Now this means I can have like much shorter wedges hitting into greens, you know, for my approach shots, which I found much better. I can still get my driver to go 300 yards as well, even on this build. So I think what we gain in swing path and better wedges, I think rhythm might be a way to go. So let's hop over to my clubs. I'll show you all those and sort of talk about the fittings I've got on them. So for my driver, right, we've just gone power, right? Because we have 60 power base with rhythm, we need to get that driver power up. Now the maximum you can increase it by is 36, so a plus 12 in power is the maximum you can get, so you can get that 3 times. You see I've got plus 11 here. I've also got plus 12. That's my big one for the shaft. And then another plus 11. So I still could get this maybe to go a little further by getting it to 96 power. But it's pretty good where it's at right now. Timing stats a little low on it, but that swing path is at 99 and that is glorious. 3 wood, 5 wood, same again. We're still using the Cobra heads, just matched my driver. Power, we got 88 on those. Swing path, 88 as well. So I'm not quite as good as my driver, but I still think good enough. Now, free iron, we got 98 timing, 90 swing path, and this is the same pretty much for every iron, bar my 4 iron, which is 100 timing and 81 swing path. That's because I've overpowered this free iron a little bit. So we could go have a look. I'll show you my free iron. So we got this one. Now this is the sort of in-between fitting. When you get fittings, they'll always come with negatives if they are either plus 10, plus 12, or plus 11. So plus 10, plus 11, plus 12 will always bring you negatives. Now there's a few, like this one, where you're getting plus 7 is your maximum, but you're actually getting no negatives. So it's a nice way to get what you want, but getting the right roll on these is very difficult. There's actually a few more I can show you. So this one, right, is a plus 8. This is what I've got on my grip for my free iron. So it's just giving me timing boost, transition boost, a shaping boost, and a lie range boost. No negatives. But it will always be capped out at like that plus 8. You'll never get a plus 12 with no negatives. As far as I can tell anyway. I've rolled a lot of gold fittings and I've never seen it. So yeah, 4 iron goes just under 200. And then yeah, we got the 98 timing, 90 swing path. So timing is how easy it is to hit perfect. And swing path is how wide the, you know, the swing cone is. Cone. That takes you back to TGC 1 and 2, right? We went with the wacky wedges. Look at my glorious gap wedge, right? 100 timing, 100 swing path. Now you will notice with my wedges, I do have like plus 35 timing, but that's way over 100. So in essence, I'm leaving stat points on the table. Because how fittings work, right, is that power and timing are directly tied to each other. So if I want to depower my wedges, which has been the plan, right, I have to run timing fittings. So if you get a positive in timing, you'll always get that negative in power. So that's how you build your low distance wedges, right? You see, I rolled another timing one. I actually got a +12, but it's taken off -4 in power. Same with my grip, I believe, yeah, it is a +12, but it's taken off that -4. Because obviously, right, Rhythm has 81 timing, so I am leaving a lot of points on the table here by having, you know, +35, right? That's way more, and I'm not getting that benefit. But if I want to depower, that's kind of the only route I can go. Which I'm okay with, right? It's trade-offs. Trade-offs, it's all about trade-offs. Let's go back to skills. Let's talk about skills real quick. So yeah, I've mainly gone with like driver stuff and putting stuff, and then the passives at the end. I've gone with timing, but I might change these to go swing path. Although I wouldn't need it on my wedges, right? Because I'm already at pretty much maximum on that. I wouldn't actually need it on my driver either, right? Because that's at 99. So they'd be worth leaving on timing, but these maybe could be juggled about a bit. The wood and the irons, right? Although we are pretty close on irons. The big ones though are dialed in. That will help you with chipping. It'll give you a timing bonus, so that'll help with your perfects, which I think we're all struggling with, right? On the iron one, this is a little power boost, right? As soon as I hit into a 10 mile an hour or greater headwind, I'm going to get a flight boost, which will increase the distance on my irons. So that helps out on windy days. There's a similar one on driver. You only need to hit into a 5 mile an hour headwind and you'll get a level 3 flight boost, which again will increase the distance on the driver. The other one that increases distance on the driver is the tee and crush it. You just got to hit one drive at 275 yards and then you've got it. It's a flat level 3 power boost, so that'll give you a few extra yards, which is going to bring me closer to that 100 power maximum. And other stuff, I went with the timing splash, although it's kind of all about chips right now. And then just basic sort of putting one's putt path. Again, like, there is an argument to be made that having lower putt path and putt weight is actually better. Putt path for good putters doesn't seem to matter. And putt weight might actually make it more difficult. So the way that putt weight works is it makes that percentage window. You know, like say you're going for like a 40-foot putt, right? That's 35% or whatever. It makes that 35% a little bit bigger, a little easier to hit. But in doing so, if you actually miss that 35% window, are you going to be more off, right? Are you going to be like closer to 38% because that window's bigger with a larger putt weight stat? So better putters will need to look into that, because I'm not a great putter at all. I'm just going for all the help I can get. But yeah, there's a really good breakdown as well, I will say, for all the skills. I'll leave a link to this in the description because it is super good to have on hand. So yeah, this breaks down everything, all the skills for your woods. Like I say, we skip hybrids, and that saves me a bunch of points. We did that in the first build as well. And it's really handy this, because sometimes, especially when you're starting out and you like using new abilities, you'll see, oh, I've got Beach Bum active. What does that even do? So you better, you know, have this on hand and see. The big one to avoid though is Greenskeeper. Now this you'll receive a roll boost on the green. Now you don't actually want that. Now it activates and deactivates, and that will actively change your green speeds during a round. So definitely avoid that one. Like I say, we like dialed in, helps with those chips. Aerodynamics, tee and crush it. I went back to off the deck, helps with my driver off the deck. I do often run Fairway Finder, and I did run Trailblazer because you have to spend points in that first category, and there's not a lot there. Like I say, the other one is the splash from the bunker, but I'm not really doing that right now. But yeah, that's a basic look at all my skills, stats, fittings. But yeah, I hope this has helped. If you got any questions, leave them below. And yeah, I'll catch you next time.